UW right now has got. I mean, they're so hyped in the national media. Phil Steele thinks they're one of the best teams in football. I saw somebody had them picked 4th in the nation.
I'm just not used to getting this type of respect. Like, I'm watching ESPN, I'm seeing these guys talk about us. I'm just like, wow, where's this coming from?
People are starting to break down what we're doing position by position. We got another big recruit that just committed yesterday. He's a 4-star safety named Asa Turner, 6'3", 215, built in a Cam Chancellor body size, and he's only 18 years old. UW, when you start breaking them down position by position, you're more and more and more excited. You know, people are really worried about the receivers, and that's because there's nothing proven, but there's hella talent. There's hella talent. It's so deep. Like, when you look at the guys that we have coming in, they may not be proven, but these guys are 6'3", 220-pound guys. They run 4.40s that are coming to wreak havoc in the secondary of all opposing teams in both the Pac-12 North and the South. If you are in the Pac-12, the air raid sirens better be on, because everybody thinks that we're going to be running. So what they're going to do is they're going to start filling the box. And Jake Browning, because everybody was waiting for him last year. People knew that he could bomb the ball. That's why we ran for 1,000,000 yards on everybody. When we go out, we start showing the run. We start doing all this crazy stuff with Myles Gaskin, Savon Ahmed, even Chico McClatcher. And then all of a sudden they start putting 8-9 guys in the box and playing press coverage on Ty Jones, who's 6'4", 210 pounds.
Now Jake is slinging it,
and he's gonna start throwing the ball right over their head. Watch him throw 61 touchdowns this year and shock the world. Shock the world. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's vastly underrated because I think last year he played to the team's strength.
So if you guys didn't know, Mike loves the Huskies.
Yes.
You guys could not tell, Mike loves the Huskies.
The Dogs are my team. I don't know if there's a team in sports that I like more than the Dogs.
Mike sounds like he just drank 3 cups of coffee. Just straight up, just boom, just chugging it. back to back to back.
Because Husky football is about to be, it's literally the most exciting thing in Seattle right now.
Oh, I agree.
And I think that.
I agree. Actually, the Mariners are starting to take place. I think they're competing.
They're losing 4-1 right now. So at this moment in time, in this second, my Huskies are still undefeated.
Huskies haven't won a game in months.
But they're undefeated.
Who wins more games? The Mariners every year.
Jake Browning's sophomore numbers are Joe Montana numbers. You know what I'm saying? Even better than Joe Montana numbers. His sophomore numbers are insane. He broke records as a sophomore. His junior year, he took a step back on the numbers, but his efficiency went up. Now, I think what you're going to end up seeing is these teams are going to be daring Jake to throw. You have a ridiculously experienced offensive line just littered with NFL talent blocking for him, especially at your bookends. Both your tackles are going to be drafted in the first 3 rounds. I think when it's all set, and they say Trey Adams is going to be a top 15 pick.
I can see that.
Yeah, he's 6'9" or 6'8", 330-pound tackle, archetype. So, and then Caleb McGarry on the other side is probably going to be going the first or second round himself. Jake is going to be forced to throw, and I think you're going to see him hit everybody and their mom.
And I love that it's not just going to be a one-year thing where we feel like, okay, we got to put all our eggs in one basket because this is the last year of Andrew Luck or something. No, we have a bunch of guys ready to take over. Like you said,
Jacob
we have
Eason
so many
year.
quarterbacks ready to take over. We ain't got to worry about Jake Browning. We love Jake Browning, but you might not be the second, third best quarterback on his team right now, talent-wise, potential.
That's what they said with Jacob Eason. Like, everybody's so excited about this kid because he's 6'5" and looks like he's 7 foot tall.
He's the prototypical quarterback.
He's the greatest quarterbacking prospect we've ever had.
I agree.
Like prospect, like I said. I think Jake Browning is going to go down as
I think Jake Locker was up there in terms of being a prospect.
But he was 2 inches shorter. He was 2 inches shorter, and he weighed 20 pounds less.
But he ran fast.
He did, and Jacob Eason is not a running quarterback. That's the other thing. Jacob Eason is a pro-style quarterback, which I feel like naturally gets kind of more value, even though it's not necessarily true. I think that
I think it adds more NFL value. But if you're thinking in terms of
completely, that's kind of what I'm talking about.
Dual threat quarterback, I think in college the dual threat quarterback has won more Heisman, has had better stats.
Yep,
overall.
I agree 100%. Now let me ask you this. Jake Browning is about 6'2", 210, right?
Yeah.
He's not small, but he's not big.
Yeah.
He's kind of in the middle. If he goes out and has a duplicate of his sophomore season, do you think he gets drafted super high?
I don't think he's going to get drafted high. I think he's going
to get drafted, though?
He's going to get if he has an incredible year, like you mentioned, like that's like the best case scenario for Jake Brown. I think he's going to be 3rd round, 4th round pick. Right now, I think if the season ended right now and he entered himself into the draft, he's going to be undrafted. As of right now, as of today, he's going to be undrafted. If he has a great season, I think he can max out at 3rd or 4th round. Because at the end of the day, the NFL scouts are going to look at your success. But there's been so many different types of quarterbacks in college that have had success.
Tim Tebow was hella successful, right?
That were great passing numbers, great overall in terms of winning percentage, showing the pedigree, personality, all of that. And once the NFL came a calling, they didn't call. They didn't ring the number. They didn't draft it. It happens.
Hey, you know what? See, you're hella right. I just like your expressions on that. That was good. That made for great radio.